Hello and welcome. I have a few more lenses to try with adapter on Sony A7RII, and this one is the legendary Minolta AF Reflex 500mm mirror lens. It's autofocus unlike other mirrored lenses, and it's short. It's fixed at f8. It does not have any built-in stabilization, and it has donut-shaped bokeh. Other than that, the quality is pretty neat once you lock in that focus. It's perfect lens for LA-EA4. Here's an Ozunon lens. This one is not well known, 70-210. It's f4.5 across the board. This one is actually focusing pretty nicely. This particular copy does not have the perfect optics. It looks a little bit hazy, but other than that, it still focuses, and the image does not have any purple fringing or similar issues, whether you're all the way zoomed in, even if you're wide open at f4.5, it's still neat. If you happen to find a copy, inexpensive copy of this lens, and this is the zoom range you're looking for, definitely go for it. Here we're going to look at some details. Zoom in, as you can see, no fringing, pretty neat details, pretty good focus speed. It's minimal fringing up there. Here is the Minolta 100-300, another autofocus lens. Again, like the other two, it's a screw drive focus, meaning you need to have the adapter LA-EA4. This one is sharper than the Ozunon. However, it suffers from purple fringing when you're shooting at f.6 and zoomed all the way in a contrast situation like this one. The natural light is hitting from the window, and it's causing some harsh lights and shadows, and that unfortunately makes those purple fringing appear more. So I mean, it's a okay budget zoom lens, and if you're not shooting under these circumstances, or if you think you can fix the fringing post, I think this is a really neat compact lens that will work perfectly with your LA-EA4. Here is to demonstrate the fringing itself. If we zoom in, these areas are fine. But if you go to more contrasty areas like these little rocks here, if you zoom all the way in, and then if you see around the rock, there's purple fringe. And here's a wide angle lens. So this one is Sigma 10-20mm, and it has actually built-in focus motor. It's not a screw drive. So we don't need to use LA-EA4. As you can see, LA-EA4 has the motor itself. And here's the cap I printed. By the way, if you're missing caps, you can use your 3D printer to print one. And as you can see, there's no screw drive input on the lens itself because the motor is in the lens. So we're going to use this adapter, LA-EA3. It does not have any screw drive. It will just communicate with the camera, so camera will tell the lens to focus and the lens will do it using its internal motor. And focusing is really nice on this one. It's pretty quick, pretty accurate. The only downside is this lens is actually a crop lens. It's not for full frame cameras, so it causes vignetting if you go all the way down to 10mm. Let me demonstrate. As you can see, this is 10mm, and you see the vignetting. If you zoom in around 15mm, you start getting well, vignetted option, non-cropped view. So I would say this is more like a 15 to 20 millimeter lens rather than 10 to 20. But it's still, as a wide angle lens, it performs fantastic.